Solomon said, the wind blows north and goes round to the south. And on its journey the wind returns. Well, he knew what he was talking about. He said, all the streams flow down to the sea, but the sea does not extend. And to the place where the stream will flow, there will it flow once again. And a generation comes and a generation goes, but the earth is here to stay. The sun comes up and the sun goes down and hurries to the place where it lay. What has been is what will be. What has been done will be done. Yeah, well, this is what old King Solomon said. There's nothing new beneath the sun. He said the old is really not so old, the new really not so new. The longer I live in this crazy old world, the more I think it must be true. The more I think it must be true. Now the creation myth was borrowed right and left. It seems it was the best one yet. And Noah's flood was swiped from Babylon. Yeah, it's so easy to forget. So if you'd like to come up with something new and revolutionize the whole affair, just be sure that you check back a long time ago. You might find that someone beat you there, because the old is really not so old, the new is really not so new. The longer I live in this crazy old world, the more I think it must be true. Yeah, the more I think it must be true. And the mystics of old had their heads in the sky, but this is how they won their fame. They beat themselves and starved themselves, but the effect was just about the same as a trip on drugs that we think so new, experiences so unique. But the prophets knew how to pack their bags, though sometimes it might take a week. You know, the oldest tunes are still the best, an easy thing to overlook. When I thought that I had just written a gem, I found it in an old hymn book. And the good old days were really not so good, and the present not so bad. And the future will look a whole lot like the past, so we don't have to get so mad, because the old is really not so old, the new is really not so new. The longer I live in this crazy old world, the more I think it must be true. Oh yeah, the more I think it must be true.